Can I ask the Minister for Employment Affairs and Social Protection her plans to address the unemployment black spots in County Wexford and make a statement on the matter?
I think the official measure of unemployment is sourced through the National Household Survey, and the most recent data shows that the unemployment has fallen from a peak of 15% in 2011-12 to just over 6% by the middle of this year. The numbers in work have increased from just over 1.8 million in Q2 2012 to thankfully 2 million in Q2 2017, and that's just under 230,000 people with new jobs. Within the South East region, which includes Wexford, unemployment has fallen from what was a staggering 19% to 8.1% over the same period, and the numbers in employment have increased by 29,000 to 214,900. While the data from the QNSHS is not available at a county level, trends in the Live Register can give us an indication of underlying trends in local employment. So overall, the Live Register in Wexford has fallen by almost 42% in 5 years, close to the reduction of 44% nationally.
Thank you, Minister. Obviously, my question concerns the unemployment black spots in particular in County Wexford and is outlined in the CSO figures that were released. The South East in general and parts of Wexford in particular continue to unnecessarily suffer from high unemployment, and I say unnecessarily so because there is a huge untapped potential in terms of economy down in County Wexford in terms of its proximity to Europe and its proximity to Dublin. But I'm particularly concerned that in the broader statistics of decreasing unemployment, the local areas of persistent unemployment will be lost in those statistics and somehow forgotten about. With such high levels of unemployment in certain areas of Wexford, it's going to take particularly targeted measures to address those areas, and in particular for under 25s and over 55s. I would ask you, Minister, to outline the specific programmes you're targeting at those youth unemployment and over 55 unemployment, and in particular where long-term employment is seeping into those people.
Minister, 1 minute.
Again, I just want to stay because I think it is astounding that the numbers of employment in the South East rose from 181,300 in 2012 to 214,900 in 2017, and that's an increase of 15.5%. Whereas nationally employment rose by only 11.5% in the rest of the country. So there is specific care and attention and extra resources being given to the South East. So the unemployment rate in the South East is relatively high, still at 8.1%, given the national average is on 6%. In relation to the black spots with the concentration of unemployment as identified in the census, I think it's important to recognise that the DSP services through our interior offices, through our jobs clubs, our jobs path, through other activation methods, are focused on unemployed individuals as opposed to specific areas. And this means, nonetheless, that those areas where the unemployed individuals are most concentrated are the areas that get the most supports. Thank you,
Minister. I acknowledge that there has been employment growth, but the South East and Wexford in particular still lags behind the rest of the economy in the country, and in terms of high rate of unemployment in parts of the county. In terms of the activation type programmes and trying to get individuals back into the workforce, I do have a concern that some of this has not been done in an intelligent manner. I have a lot of people under 25s and over 55 who do suffer from obvious mental health problems, have difficulties in mainstream employment, and in terms of being taken off, for example, CE schemes, where they are contributing to the local society, contributing, for example, to Meals on Wheels, to village renewal schemes, to community centres, and being forced into, for example, training and start up your own business type schemes, which they are plainly not suitable for, when it is good for their own personal mental health and good for the community to be left involved in some of these schemes. And I think in particular those kind of concerns should be addressed for individuals who are finding it difficult.